Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Cunby.
Everybody, welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us today. I hope you're having a lovely summer wherever you are. We are here, and we're going to have a wonderful day. That I can promise you, because we have three super celebrity couples who are going to win money for their rooting sections today. The blue section, the yellow section, or bananas, and the red section. And here are the people that are going to do it. On my left, winning money today for the blue section, dressed especially for the show, for the part today, Mr. Anthony Newley and his gal, Dareth. Mixed with mild enthusiasm from your confrères?
I thought that was terribly generous of them to place their hands together in
Gave you a teeny-weeny hand, didn't they?
Teeny-weeny, a handette, actually.
Hello, Dareth, how are you?
Fine, very
You can
good.
hear me fine now.
Yes.
In a moment you won't, because you'll have those earphones
That
full
music
of music.
comes.
You'll get it in a
terrific.
minute.
Okay.
Somebody else is going to get it in a minute, too. Winning money today for the banana section, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob NEWHART and his wife, Ginny. Interesting, that time Tony applauded for you and Dick did not.
Dick has not applauded for anybody, including you when you came on.
I did say, however, that I would like 2 vanillas and a chocolate when you did.
Is that a comment on my suit, sir? Ginny, how are you today?
Terrific.
Fine.
We're going to win today, by the way.
Really? A little confidence. Never hurt anybody. Winning money today for the red section. He's not such a snappy dresser either. Mr. Dick Martin and his wife, Dolly.
Well, I never.
Let me just
You
tell
got
you.
nothing from your other two fellas there.
No.
Dolly, how are you, love?
Bert, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you. You can't see me out of there, can you?
Oh.
Scared me to death. I thought.
Now, when you came out, oh, boy.
Oh. Gee, it sure is nice to have you here, Dolly. And now, ladies, if you're ready, I'm not going to talk to Dick at all. He's already got me. If you're ready, this first question is worth $150. Oh. Here we go.
Just like me, you know.
Now, ladies, you're both very good-looking people, meaning you and your fella here. But is it more important to you that he's good-looking, or more important to him that you're good-looking? Whoa. Let me say that again,
I don't have it.
Smarty
No.
Pants.
I just saw the whole show pass before my eyes.
You're both very good-looking people. But is it more important to you that he's good-looking, or is it more important to him that you're good-looking? How does it work? Think it over. Oh, is that hard? Goodbye, ladies. Off they go. Tony, you're first up. Lucky you.
And you know where I'm up, don't you?
Yes. And without a you-know-what.
Quite. I think it would be fair to say that it is more important for... No, but that's not true. I don't care what she looks like. I love her, don't I? I don't care what she looks like. But I mean...
Now, I'm asking her, remember.
Yes.
I am asking the lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob is watching you very carefully.
Yeah.
Starting to doze off, as a matter of fact.
He doesn't have an answer either.
British are slow, aren't they?
We may be slow, sir, but we had an empire once. I would say that Dee will say it is more important that she is attractive than the other way around.
Okay. It's more important to her that... No, it's more important to you
It's
that
a
she's...
funny
good-looking.
question, isn't it, Bert?
I can't remember how... It's harder for me than it is for you. Let's bring on Dareth and see
Easy
what she
for you.
says. Yeah, easy for you to say. Here she comes now. The question, I'll say it once more. Is it more important to you, Dareth, that he's good-looking, or more important to him that you're good-looking?
I think it's more important to him that I'm good looking.
That's what he said. I think that's what he said. Yes, that's definitely what he said. I can tell because the blue section all remembered. They followed much closer than I do.
I'm not sure about the questions still.
It's very hard. Well, there's a lot more stuff in there than just what we said.
I don't know what we just said.
Well, you said it right, so don't
Okay.
question.
Mess with it, leave it alone.
Now, moving right along, Bob, what's Ginny going to say to this?
She's probably going to say the same thing I'm going to say. It's one of the dumbest questions I've ever... But since I've been presented with it, I'm going to reply to it.
Yes,
In the
sorry.
spirit of good sportsmanship.
Probably reply to it in the spirit in which it was asked.
Yes. I believe Ginny will say that it's more important that she is good looking.
More important to you that she be good looking.
But they don't count. What she says
So
counts.
far, we've got a couple of guys that like good-looking ladies. There's nothing wrong with that. There is another thing in here, too, but we'll talk about that. Maybe I can hit Dick with that, confuse him a little. You'll say it's more important to...
I gave my answer. Whatever.
You got me on the spot now. It's more important to you that she be good-looking.
That's
See,
right.
I got it.
I knew
Thanks,
somebody
Ira.
said it.
Bring on Ginny. Ginny, how do you feel about this now? Do you think that it is more important to you that he's good-looking, or more important to him that you're good-looking?
This is just so difficult. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, I'm going to say it's more important to me that he's good-looking.
That's not what he said. Had a 50-50 chance. Could have gone either way.
I
Bob
don't
was
know.
wiping a tear.
I thought you married me for my brain, sweetheart.
Well, now you know.
I'm not touching that. No way I'm leaving.
Oh,
Oh,
bite your tongue. You dig your nails into your palms. Sorry, Ginny, love. Dick, what's Dolly going to say to that?
I would say definitely that she will say it's much more important to me that she is good looking.
It is, huh?
Yes.
But it's also rather important that you be good-looking, too, because your work, I mean, you're an attractive fellow. You've got to put on a good front to the public.
That's true.
Handsome
I
face.
think it's the other way around. No, I think it's important. I think she will say that it's important, that I think it's important that she is good looking.
We got it going, haven't we, Gary?
A partridge in a pear tree.
I love those old runs.
Oh, and when you're in trouble, hum a standard. That's what I always say. Let's bring on Dolly. Now, Dolly, let me say this for you again here. Is it more important to you that he's good-looking, or more important to him that you're good-looking?
It's more important to me that he's good looking.
That's not what he said.
No, I didn't say, wait a minute. I really don't say anything yet. Now, I'm prefaced to saying, it's how... I better go with that, but I wasn't going to. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. What were you going to say?
No, I said, is
No,
it...
we'll trust you. What were you going to say,
I
dear?
swear to you. Is it, I was going to ask you, is it how I feel about him or how he feels about me?
That's the question. Is it more important to you that he's good-looking, or more important to him that you're good-looking?
Even though I'm very insecure, I know he loves me and thinks I'm pretty, so it's more important for me to think he's gorgeous.
That's not what he said. There you go. And Dick is
Do you
taking
know what
it...
I meant by that? I
Yes,
don't.
I think we know what you meant by that. Dick's taking it kind of hard.
What did he say?
But Dick shouldn't take it hard because he is good-looking and you're with him.
But that's what I meant, yeah.
However, that's not what he said, and...
It's very important for me that you're good looking. Dolly, is it? Dolly.
Yes, Dolly.
It's a very difficult question.
You're both super looking. You have nothing to worry about. However, nevertheless, Dareth and Tony got all the money. They start off with the whole pot. We'll come back in a moment and give away the rest of them. You come back too. See you in a moment.
This week in Game Show History, Spouse's Secrets debut on Tattletales. Rod Roddy becomes the voice of The Price is Right. And IBM supercomputer Watson wins $1 million, beating champ Ken Jennings on Jeopardy. Take that, Mr. Know-It-All.
All right, here we go. This is question number 2. If you're ready, ladies, this is it. Worth $150 as well. Tony and Dareth got the whole $150 last time for the blue section. Ladies, which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic they never tell you the whole truth, or those who are so honest they always tell you the whole truth? Okay? Which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic, they never tell you the whole truth. Or those who are so honest, they always tell you the whole truth. Okay? Think it over, ladies. That's not an easy one either. Off they go. We'll start with you, Bob.
Good luck, Bob.
Who writes these questions?
We have three very high-paid little weirdos in the back.
Three weirdos up here would be looking for him afterwards.
I would say, I better hear the question again.
Which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic, they never tell you the whole truth.
Don't bug me, but bug Jenny.
Yeah, I'm asking the ladies.
Yeah, okay.
Or those who are so honest, they always tell you the whole truth. There's some people who
She
love
would
to
say, and I've been wrong tonight, and I apologize today, this afternoon, in the new time slot. Whatever.
You've been wrong this morning already.
Whatever time this is on. This I am positive of.
Yes, of course.
Ginny is bugged more by people who are very diplomatic and do not tell you
And never tell
what
you
they
the
really,
whole truth.
what they really feel.
Right.
That's
okay.
right. Somebody said I'm wrong. I want to change it. Wait a minute.
But there was someone in the red section, so don't listen to them. She'll say diplomatic folks. Let's bring her on. Now, Ginny, which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic, they never tell you the whole truth, or those who are so honest, they always tell you the whole truth?
Well, I always tell the whole truth. And I like me, so I would say the people who are diplomatic and...
That's right, and never tell. You got it. It's a better life to be right, isn't it, Jenny? You have a share of the pot. Dick, what's Dolly going to say?
I think Dolly will say the same as Ginny. I think diplomatic people would bug her more than honest people.
Okay. Diplomatic more than honest.
I think so.
Let's bring her on. Dolly, which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic they never tell you the whole truth, or those who are so honest they always tell you the whole truth?
Diplomatic ones.
That's the one. You're right. Yeah, they're doing fine. You prefer, Dolly, someone just come right up and say whatever they think and let you have it, huh?
Oh, yeah, I let them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Thank you.
I wish I could do it.
Tony, what's Dareth going to say to this?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's a really difficult... It's also loaded, because I don't know what... bugged... I mean, you're bugged for a second when somebody tells you the truth, but you get over it. But if somebody comes up and oils the way and says, darling, you look sensational, I didn't prove anything then, did I?
Yes, you did. No, that's the problem here.
Boy. You may think this odd, but I'm going to say that the person who comes up and tells you the truth would bug Dee more.
Uh-huh. I don't think it's odd. No, some people love to say, I pride myself on being brutally frank.
Yeah,
and sometimes
and he's
it's very cruel.
brutally George.
Yeah, it can hurt a lot sometimes. Okay, you'll say, brutally George. She'll say that the people that bug her more, the people who are so honest, they always tell the truth. Let's bring her on and find out. Dareth.
Hi.
How?
Bob and Dick have just leaned forward with great interest here.
Because they got it right?
Yes, they did, as a matter of fact. Which type of people bug you more? Those who are so diplomatic, they never tell you the whole truth, or those who are so honest, they always tell you the whole truth?
The first one.
Those who are diplomatic, that they never
They
tell you the whole truth. That's not what Tony said.
Honey, you know I like the truth. Right to the point.
Sorry, babe. I didn't really know the answer to that one.
He didn't know that. He would like to change his mind now.
Even though I'm sensitive and all that, I'd still like to get right to the point.
Sorry about that, Dareth, which means Ginny and Bob, Dolly and Dick split the pot in half. And it's halftime. And we have a very nice close game if you will change places. We will bring the ladies to the front. And while we do that, we'll break away for a message for you. We're coming back with the second half. You come back too. See you in a moment.
Stay tuned to get...
Fellas, if you're ready, Bob, can you hear me?
Yes.
You and Dick are tied with 75 apiece, and Dareth and Tony have 150, so you guys are half a question away. Here we go, $150. Men, do you talk about anything with your male friends that you wouldn't talk about with your wife?
You're kidding.
Try not to say anything, fellas, that will in any way let us know how you feel about that. Do you talk about anything with your male friends that you wouldn't talk about with your wife? Think it over, gentlemen. The ladies are very bemused out here. Goodbye. Off they go, or amused. Dolly, what's Dick going to say to this?
He wouldn't tell me anything. He wouldn't even tell me what time it was. He wouldn't tell me anything. He'd tell his Bob. He'd tell Bob or maybe Tony, but not me.
So he does, yes.
Oh,
he does
sure.
tell things to his male friends he wouldn't tell you about. All right, let's bring him on. Dick, say you're out for the evening with Bob and Tony, and would you talk about things with them that you would not talk to Dolly about?
Almost everything.
That's it. Could you give us a prime example, sir? Oh no.
Helen Prime and
never mind. Solid example. Thank you. You have a share of the pod, Derek. What's Tony going to say?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I think he does.
What do you think men talk about that?
Their dreams. He writes them down. Or he makes up things. He doesn't ever tell. Yeah. Why don't you?
Dreams? He writes down his dreams?
Oh, I don't know. He just makes things up and tells them. How do I know? He won't tell me.
Because he won't tell you.
I think all men do.
All right. Let's see if he does. Bring him on. Tony, hello there.
Hi, Bert.
Hey. Tony, do you talk about things with your male friends that you wouldn't talk to Dareth about?
You know, when I watch this show, the people who do what I'm going to do now make me very angry, but you have to do it with this kind of question.
Yes.
If, as the question infers, do I talk racy talk with guys that I wouldn't talk about in front of Dee?
It says anything. It's not, it says do you talk about anything with your male friends?
Yeah, but the inference is that once you're with the boys in the locker room, you talk about things that you wouldn't talk about in front of the lady. There is nothing I would talk about in the locker room that I wouldn't discuss in front of Dee.
That's not what you said. That's a fair answer, and it's an honest answer. It's wrong.
Hey, listen, it's a fair answer.
That's a perfectly good, straight answer. Dareth said you did, however, didn't you, Dareth?
I'm lost. I don't know what he said. I really don't.
That's a compliment.
Honey, there are things that you talk about with your friends that you.
Yes, but darling, the inference of the question is so obvious.
I think maybe you're right, but maybe you're not altogether right either. Yeah, I think you're right, Tony. I think probably that's where we're going there. But
I know it is.
She didn't feel that.
What does she know?
Well, that's true. However, you got it wrong, Tony. Moving right along, Ginny, what's Bob going to say?
See, I almost feel the way Tony feels because it's like.
The question's loaded.
If it's a secret, Bob wouldn't tell me. I mean, if someone were cheating on his wife, he wouldn't tell me. But if it were just a dirty joke or a blue joke, he would tell me. And state the question again.
But you see, it says, do you talk about anything with your male friends? Now, that could mean more than one subject. It doesn't necessarily mean only one.
Why does it say male friends, then?
Well, because as opposed to female, I guess.
It's a trap.
Yeah, sure. It's a trap question.
Sure, that's true. Well, we're not here to make this easy for you, you know. Do you talk about anything with your male friends that you wouldn't talk about with your wife?
I would say, what? I would say yes. Well, everybody just scream out. No? No. All right.
You're going to say no?
No.
Let's bring him on, see what he says. Shh. Don't give it away now. Don't say a word. Bob, do you talk about anything with your male friends that you wouldn't talk about with your wife?
Well, I've always contended that women talk about terribly more intimate things than men do. They think we talk about intimate things. I would say, let me check how I have to word this.
Yes, it's either yes or no, and the question is, do you talk about anything with your male friends that you wouldn't talk about with your wife?
No.
That's it! Scared you to death, didn't he, gang? Ginny and Bob, Dolly and Dick split it in half. We have a tie game, a three-way tie game. We'll come back and break that tie with the $300 questions in a moment. This is a good one. See you in a second.
Tired of losing in life?
Buzzer, please.
Now Buzzer brings you Better Living Through Advertising. Vintage game shows with cool commercials left in. Tonight, starting at 4. Only on Buzzer.
A tie game. This question worth $300 will definitely break that tie. Fellas, here is it. It's for you. Which of you would you say is more of a realist? You or your wife? Which of you would you say is more of a realist? You or your wife? Think it over, fellas. We'll come back, find out, and break this tie. Here we go. We'll start with you, Dareth. Between you and Tony, which of you is more of a realist? No, we're starting with you.
I would say that he is.
He is more of a realist than you.
Yes. Oh, golly. This is something. Who have you got writing these questions? A doctor?
Cross your fingers. Here he comes.
I would say that he's more.
Hold it. You're going to say it's him. Okay, here he comes. Tony, which of you would you say is more of a realist? You or Dareth?
Dareth.
No, that's not what she said. She said you. Simple as that. Off we go. Sorry about that, love. Ginny, what's Bob going to say?
I think we're going to win because Bob is.
Bob?
Oh, no way. He says I would like to live in Disneyland, so that's not really being a realist.
What's wrong with that? I
He
would
is.
too.
Oh, he
You'll
is.
say it's Bob. Let's bring him on. Bob,
Yes.
between you and Ginny, which would you say is more of a realist?
I would say I am.
That's it. You're right. All right. This will decide it, Dolly. What's Dick going to say?
I know definitely what he's going to say.
What is he gonna
and
say?
And it is, again, it's not true, because he really thinks I'm a dingbat, and I'm not. I swear
No.
to God, I'm not. But he will say he's the realist.
He will say he is,
Yes.
even though he's misguided.
Misguided.
Let's bring him on. Dick, between you and Dolly, which of you would you say is more of a realist?
Definitely me.
That's right. You are right. Ginny and Bob, Dolly and Dick, split the pot in half and tie it. Time is up. We have a tie. The bananas in the red section. We'll come back in a moment and let you know how much they have tied for. Come back. See you in a second now.
No.
We had a tie. The bananas in the red section, $300. We had 1,000. Those two sections will divide $1,600 between them. Live it up, gang. Have a good time. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time on Tattletales. Bert Conley saying so long, everybody. Bye now.
This program was edited for broadcast. This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.